Donkey Kong Bananza is out in 9 days, and I'm just going to talk about it really quickly. And I don't know about you guys, but this is one of my most anticipated games of the year. I mean, we have Pauline back from the first Donkey Kong game. Basically, the story of this game is Donkey Kong teams up with this rock called Odd Rock, who is secretly Pauline for some reason. Basically, this game is Mario Odyssey, but it is Donkey Kong themed instead, and it's actually made by the same developers of Mario Odyssey, which is honestly awesome. Basically, the story is Donkey Kong loves bananas, and they all get stolen, and the only way to get them back is to go all the way down to the planet core, which is awesome because honestly, normally you'd think that you'd have to go all the way up to the surface to beat the game, but this one is different. You actually have to go down. How this game is different than Mario Odyssey is, since it's a Donkey Kong game, you can actually destroy literally anything in the world. And as you destroy the world, you discover these things called Banandian gems, which is the same thing as moons from Mario Odyssey. They're not any different, honestly. But in some cases, the terrain you can't destroy as easily because the more durable the terrain is, the more hard it is to actually destroy that terrain, which is really something interesting they put in the game. And as you destroy the terrain, you get boulders, and apparently you can do anything with these boulders, just like flying or riding them or using the rocks to destroy the other terrain, and you can even throw the boulders. But this gets even crazier because apparently Pauline isn't useless the whole game. She can also reveal the way that you're supposed to go, and she reveals different weird little structures. I don't really know what they do, but she can do that. And along the way, apparently Cranky Kong and his little rhino, I guess, named Rambi, are roaming the earth. But the most important thing that Pauline can do, and it's honestly one of the most key parts about this game, in my opinion, is that Pauline can use her voice to make Donkey Kong transform. Nintendo did give us a little insight about how these abilities will work, and one of them is a Kong Bananza, which makes Donkey Kong into a huge gorilla, and apparently it makes it really easy to destroy things. Another one is a Zebra Bananza, which makes you run really quickly, and you can even run on water, which is insane. And then they also have an Ostrich Bananza, and that one, apparently you can fly with it. I don't know what any of these abilities do, but it's awesome they're in the game. But Pauline isn't the only way that Donkey Kong can transform. There is this thing called Bananergy, which you get by collecting different bananas and Banandium gems as you go through the game. But the main villains of this game is called the Void Company, and it consists of Grumpy Kong, Void Kong, and Poppy Kong. But all I know is that they're probably similar to the Brutals from Mario Odyssey, and they're probably going to serve the same purpose as those. And apparently once you defeat Void Company bosses, it opens up a sinkhole that you can go into, and you go deeper and deeper into the world, closer to the planet core, which is honestly a really cool way to progress the story in my opinion. There's also these things called Banandium chips that you can collect, and you go to these different stores and you can buy Banandium gems or other things with it. And there's also golden nuggets that you can get by destroying terrain, and also fossils that you can destroy and find by also destroying terrain. And you can all go to these different stores and buy things with it, including other outfits for Donkey Kong and Pauline. There are these things called Banandium eels, which is the way you can warp across the world that you're in or travel to different layers of the world. This game also has co-op mode where one player plays as Donkey Kong and the other player plays as Pauline, and Pauline can help you defeat bosses by shooting boulders with her voice. And in order to control Pauline, apparently you use mouse controls, which is the way they brought that into the game. Another way you can use mouse controls is they have this thing called Donkey Kong painting, where you can paint different sculptures of Donkey Kong or Bowser or anything. I don't really know why this is in the game, but it's there. I gotta be honest with you guys, I thought Mario Kart World would have been my game of the year for this year, but honestly this one might end up being my game of the year, and I think it should have launched with Mario Kart World. Honestly, I think it would have been just as good or maybe even a better game for launch day than Mario Kart World was. Anyway, that's basically all I gotta say. I will do a review on this game when it comes out next week on the 17th. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about this real quick. Tell me in the comments, are you guys excited for Donkey Kong Bananza, and will you be picking up a copy when it comes out? Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week.